Hey guys, I'm going to talk about gaming for a minute. Now, if you are a gamer, I have no problem with you. Okay, that's by all means play video games. I don't, but it has nothing to do with you guys. Okay, I don't watch TV either. But I mean, I have no problem with people watching TV. But if you are, say, coming on a channel talking shit, calling people pussy, calling Travis Bagent a bitch, or talking shit about Michael Todd, or something to that effect. If I look on your page, on your channel, and all I see are videos of you playing video games, I need to explain to you exactly what I picture you looking like. Okay? About 1988, for Christmas, I got a regular Nintendo. All my friends already had one, but I finally got one. And it came with 2 games. One was the 3-pack with Mario Brothers, Duck Hunt, and the track game or whatever, and then I got Legend of Zelda at the same time. So I played those for a couple weeks, and then I got bored with them. I went up to my grandfather, and I asked him if I could have another game. And he put down his beer and looked at me and goes, "Well, you have 4 games, go play those." Okay, so I knew at that moment I was not getting shit from my grandfather. He was a Navy guy from World War II, yeah, no. He was not, he didn't like to spend money. So eventually, I talked to the right people, and I got a few extra games for this thing. I went up with like 20, 25, something like that, I don't remember. Nothing really good, none of the cutting edge shit. Then Sega Genesis came out, and I knew I could probably get the game console if I asked for it for Christmas, but I knew I was never going to get shit else. And all my friends, we used to go outside. We used to play a lot of basketball, football, baseball, everything we did. We crawled in a creek outside. Everything was outside. Suddenly, about 1990, all these kids never wanted to go outside anymore. They wanted to sit inside for hours and play video games. And some of them's parents didn't let them, thank God. But a lot of them, their parents just fucking let them sit inside, do nothing, and play video games. And I watched these kids turn from being tough kids, tanned, tough. We didn't live in the best neighborhood. We didn't live in the worst neighborhood in Charlotte, North Carolina, but we didn't live in the best either. And these kids turned from, tough kids to these pale, vitamin D deficient. A couple of them got fat. Some of them just got skinny and frail. And, I watched them just change. And then it went on through high school. And about, 1995, I'm in high school, the internet starts becoming popular, okay? So all these kids that were, starting to get pale, suddenly now they have an outlet on the computer. They can go on the computer, play the lame-ass video games we have now, play on their game consoles, and then they can talk shit to people about their video games on chat rooms from dial-up, which is hilarious, because they were still the same arrogant, cocky assholes, but they were pale. Some of them were losing their chunks of their hair. Now, I know I've lost my hair, but these guys were losing their hair due to vitamin D deficiency and shitty diet, okay? This was bad. So I'd go up and talk, like a couple of my friends, I walked up and said, "Dude, you could kick my ass when we were kids. What the hell happened?" "Oh, I could still kick your ass, fucker." "Okay, get up and do it." "Fuck you, get out of my house." And that was how this shit went. I mean, it's like, I kept playing basketball. I played outside. I never got into video games. So, I played sports in school where these kids just, after Little League, I had one friend who probably could have been playing Major League Baseball easily. He was one of the best, all-star, went to the Little League World Series with his team. They didn't make it to the World Series part, but, outstanding baseball player. Once he got into video games, never played sports again. And there were a lot of things like that. And I just watched them turn to shit. And it went on for the next, 20 plus years, to where I'm seeing all these kids that I'm working with, and you can tell the gamers because they're pale as shit. They never come outside. They look like if the sun hit their skin, it would catch on fire. And they look like shit. So, when I picture, when you're sitting there talking shit, and all I see are video games, I'm picturing some pale, flabby, vitamin C deficient shithead sitting in a gaming chair behind a computer, giggling because he thinks it's funny, but at the same time crying inside because he knows he's fucking lame. One thing I will say, what I've seen recently, I watched a couple videos with those FaZe kids because they did an arm wrestling competition. Hey, they're in shape, they look like they actually get sun, and at the same time they're playing video games. God bless them. You know, they're good for them. That's fucking awesome. But I also see a lot of posers just throwing the word phase in their name and talking shit behind it. And I still see you, all right? I still see these kids that crawl out of their fucking parents' basement having never seen the light of day. And that's what I'm picturing when, you know, you're sitting there talking shit from behind a computer screen with no videos or pictures of yourself, just a fake name and a bunch of video games, okay? And, you know, you can talk all kinds of shit, but you're not getting laid. You're not making money off of your video games, so you can bullshit somebody else on that one. And, you know, you talk about beating people up, or it's hilarious how some of them say they're taking Muay Thai or MMA or studying. If every dickhead that was studying MMA, that said they were studying MMA on YouTube actually was, we'd have a world full of badasses. Yeah, nah, you're full of shit. But it is, you know, humorous, because like when I picture video games, that's what I picture. So if you're going to come at me talking shit with nothing but video games on your channel, just letting you know, that's what I'm picturing you looking like. Hey, I hope everyone's staying safe, staying, you know, social distancing. I'm not worried about that with you gamers, because you've been social distancing since you were born. But, yeah, everyone stay safe, stay clean, stay corona free. Peace, guys.